right, good morning, Research Medical Center. So we're back for another edition of Stroll with your O. So today I'd like to introduce Nicole. Nicole, tell us about you.
My name is Nicole Ponce. I've been here at Research Medical Center since 2020, came right before COVID, but I've been with HCA since 2014 as soon as I graduated out of nursing school.
Awesome.
And I work down in the ICU.
I'm so glad to have you join us today. All right, you ready for Stroll with your O?
Yes.
Okay, first question. Favorite movie, hands down, all time?
Godfather.
Good choice. We're kicking this one off right. Okay.
Yes.
First thing you would buy if you won the lottery?
Buy a house on the beach and another one right next to it for my mom.
I would go with you. If you want to buy a third house, all the way down there. All right, so you're in the ICU. You see that your patient's about to crash. You know it's coming. You have that omen. Who are you calling for backup?
Ashley Carr and Riley Russell. Immediately.
Immediately. All right, what do you think sets Research Medical Center apart from other facilities?
I think we have a good culture and we have such diversity here. We have so many people from so many different backgrounds, and I think that lets us be able to work with anybody who walks in our doors, and we have the capability to communicate with them through our iPads now, our cultural iPads, even sign language, which I think is amazing that they can do it on video because a lot of places don't have that.
Yeah, I love that.
That's wonderful.
I love that not only within our culture of our organization, but I think the community that we serve is so diverse, and I love that. So, okay, so if you knew then what you know now, what advice do you give the GN version of yourself?
Talk to more people sooner. Don't be scared to talk to so many people and ask their advice.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for them to come talk to you.
That's great.
Then you'll know more quicker.
You know, I think that was one of the best lessons when somebody told me out of school is the team that I worked with right off the bat said we get nervous if you don't ask questions. Yeah, and I was like, I totally understand that. So, okay. All right. So if you weren't an ICU nurse, what type of nurse would you be?
That's hard because all I've ever wanted to do was ICU. I mean, I've been a mental health nurse. I toyed with ER for a little bit, but I love babies. I would probably be a NICU nurse as long as my job can be just to hold them and love them and change their diapers all day long.
All day long.
All day long.
All day long.
Do it for free.
Never had to deal with any of the other stuff.
Exactly.
I could do that. I
just
hear
that.
you.
Just that.
The other part of it though is what breaks my heart.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I can't babies, I can't do it.
I can't because I see all my kids and all the kids that I know in their faces. And
when you have your own children, it's so different.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so tell me what you think. All right, so you see all the memes out there. I love the memes between the ER nurses and the ICU nurses and the med-surg nurses.
Yes.
So tell me, what do you think is the most common misconception about ICU nurses?
That we think we're better than everyone.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, because we don't. We love everyone. We're just like, okay, we ask a lot of questions because that's the way we're trained and that's what we're taught. And so I think by asking a whole bunch of questions, they're like, well, don't you think I did anything? And it's just like, no, we want to know. We want to know everything. Everything. All the time.
Head to toe, all the details.
All the time.
Everything. Got it. Nope, that makes sense. All right, so you're having the worst day. I mean, everything that could go wrong is going wrong, having the worst day, and all of a sudden, who walks through your door that like makes the world a better place?
Anyone with a puppy, tacos, or Starbucks. Okay.
That is a great answer.
Like, I'm easy peasy, pumpkin breezy.
I don't know who it is. There's somebody in the ICU, and now I can't remember who had it, but that had a little badge reel that said something about tacos, yes, please, all the time.
Yes.
I'm like, yes, every day of my life.
Yes, all the time, which is good. That was my trifecta.
Let's just put that out there. Okay, all right. So tell me, who do you think the best department is to collaborate with outside of the ICU?
Trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma. I love trauma.
Yeah. They're
so smart, and everybody's smart, but they just come in teaching. Like, you don't even have to ask it. They're just coming in teaching, and I love that.
I don't know if you know this, so we just announced our Nurses Week award winners. I think it was last week, right? And the trauma team was actually voted for Cool in the Gang, right? For like the best team to work with. They were voted. So I think that's awesome.
I love it.
All right, tell me, what coworker is always getting you into trouble?
I think I'm the one that kind of like ropes everybody in with me, and everybody keeps me out of trouble. Like, I think that's how it works.
I didn't want you to have to go there, but I think that's the honest statement.
I'm very honest.
You are the one. All
Everybody's
right.
pulling me out.
Okay, so one of the things that we're really trying to talk about this year, right, is how as nurses and healthcare providers, we take care of each other and we take care of ourselves. So tell me, what is your choice for self-care to make sure that you're taking care of you?
To sit on my back porch and watch my birds. I have a crazy amount of bird feeders and bird houses, and I think it's like street wars out there sometimes, and I love watching them and narrating them with my kids.
That's fun, right? Just some peace and then watching everybody. I love that.
They're so much fun to watch.
Okay, all right. So tell me what it is that you love about Research Medical Center.
Everyone, the staff, all the departments, because I've called other units for issues. I've called neuro. I call neuro churches all the time. Anytime I get a neuro patient that I'm unsure of, I'm like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it, right? And they're like, sure. I'm like, will you come over and just verify with me? And they're like, absolutely. And they come every single time. If I have, something that I need help cleaning up, or I don't know where something is and I need to call EVS, they answer and they're so kind and sweet. If it's in nutritional services, because we have some patients come in and they don't want what we're serving that day, and I need them to eat. And I call down there, and it's usually Brittany or somebody on the weekends, and they tell me, sure, what will they eat? Here's what we got. And they'll make it, and they bring it up within the hour. And I've never had a problem collaborating with anybody like that. And other places I have, you know, a little bit. And here it's like, no problem, sure, when, what, how, why, and it's done.
Everybody's willing to jump in. I think that's the thing I find. No matter where I go, everybody's willing to just say, sure, let's figure it out.
Let's work it out, and I appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for strolling. We've made it to our destination, so I would love to treat you to some coffee, so follow me.
Let's go. One of my three favorite things.
Starbucks, we made it. No tacos yet, but it's early.
Hey, we'll make it happen later.
We'll get there. Okay. Morning. Hey guys, how are you? You're good, thank you. That's for me. And that is for you.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, you survived Stroll with your O. It wasn't too terrible, was it?
No, I love you, Julie.
Okay. Thank you so much, girl, for joining me today. Cheers. Happy Tuesday.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.